Adrian Vale had talent, the kind that critics call promising, which is another word for unpaid. His apartment smelled of turpentine and regret. Canvases stacked against every wall, none sold, none noticed. The night it happened, he was painting out of frustration. A window, just a simple window. Blue sky beyond it, soft clouds drifting lazily. He didn't even think about it, just brush to canvas, stroke after stroke. When he stepped back, a breeze touched his face. He froze. The paint was still wet, but the curtains beside him fluttered. There were no curtains. There was no window, just brick. Except there wasn't, not anymore. Where the painting hung, there was open sky, clouds moving, wind blowing into his tiny apartment. He stumbled backward. The canvas was gone. In its place, a perfect rectangular opening into a world that hadn't existed 5 minutes ago. He closed it first, painted it shut, brick over sky, stroke by stroke, and reality obeyed. He didn't sleep that night. The experiments began the next day. A stack of cash, painted in careful detail. Hundreds, thousands. When he finished, the canvas surface rippled. The money slid forward, out of the painting, onto the floor. Real, crisp, spendable. He laughed until he cried. Years of rejection erased in a single brushstroke. He grew bolder. A larger apartment, painted, stepped into. Gone was the cramped studio. Now he lived inside his own artwork. High ceilings, sunlit rooms, everything exactly as he imagined. The art world noticed. Of course they did. His new pieces were described as impossibly lifelike. Collectors begged for access. He refused because he had learned one rule: never let anyone see the moment it changes. Then came the mistake. He painted her. Not someone specific, just a woman. Soft smile, dark hair, warm eyes. He told himself it was harmless, just another test. When her painted eyes blinked, he dropped the brush. She stepped forward slowly, out of the canvas, onto the wooden floor, breathing, alive. "Adrian," she said softly. Her voice carried something strange, not affection, recognition. "You weren't supposed to paint me again." His blood ran cold. Again? She walked around the studio, touching objects like she'd been there before. "You always start small," she said. "Windows, money, space." Her expression darkened. "And then you try to fix it." "Fix what?" She looked at him with something close to pity. "You don't remember the last version." The room flickered, like wet paint running down invisible walls. For a split second, he saw cracks in the ceiling, burn marks on the floor, paintings torn violently from frames. "You tried to bring back what you lost," she whispered, "and every time reality resets." His hands trembled. "What did I lose?" She stepped closer. "So you painted me." A memory slammed into him. Hospital lights, flatline, her hand slipping from his. His wife. "I can't stay," she said gently. "Not like this." The walls began to peel. Sky outside the painted window turning black. Money on the floor dissolving into pigment. "You're not creating," she whispered. "You're correcting." The world cracked like drying paint. Adrian grabbed the brush, desperate. He painted one last thing. A blank canvas. Pure white. No detail. No intention.
Everything collapsed into it. The apartment, the money, her, him, all pulled into empty space. The next morning, in a small, struggling studio, a painter stood before a blank canvas, with no memory of what it could do. And somewhere, deep beneath layers of drying paint, a woman waited.
Adrian Vale